Hi, it's Lisa Cunha. Welcome to my scrapbook table. This is one of the layouts I did for a class that I took from Anna at the Scrapbooking Coach. And the class was called 14 Layouts in 4 Days. And this layout is from the very first sketch that she shared. And I can't show you the sketch since that's paid content, but I can show you what I created based on that sketch. I'm using up scraps from Simple Vintage Garden District. I have some 6x8 papers and scraps there. I pulled out a couple stickers from another Simple Stories collection, and these are some chipboard bits and pieces from 49 and Market. I don't know what the collection's called. I just pulled a few out. I don't end up using very many of them, but a few. Okay, so I did some fussy cutting. I'm down to the end of this glue bottle. I have another one coming in the mail soon, but I thought I might make it through the end of the year with this glue bottle, but that didn't happen. Anyway, I just layered up some fussy cut pieces down in this corner, and then I put a small one in the opposite corner. I've had this 6x8 paper pad for a long time. This collection was put out in 2020, according to the label. And it felt good to use it all up today. I don't have any left because when I was done making this page, I made 4 cards with the bits and pieces that I had, and I threw the little scraps away. So this is completely used up, which I just love. Sorry, I'm watching a Christmas movie, a Hallmark Christmas movie. Actually, that one wasn't a Christmas movie. It was just a Hallmark movie. And so I have to, when the ads pop up, I hit the skip button so I don't have to see too many of them. So there's the one I've created there. And I do allow that flower that's sticking up to overlap with the photo. I took these pictures outside the National Museum of American History when we were in DC this spring, and it was nice spring weather, which was nice for us being from further north, and the flowers they had planted outside near the fountain that's there, kind of in the center of the, I guess the big front of that museum. You can enter from different sides, but this is the one we were at, and there was a beautiful fountain we sat by for a few minutes. And the flowers were just felt nice to be in spring weather and enjoying that. So I took a few photos and just wanted to capture this page of us outside the museum before we went in. I already did one page from the museum. I have 2 more layouts planned from in the museum. It might end up a third, I'm not sure. This is a really old Creative Memories punch, and it just puts a decorative corner on there. You can't see it very well. It came in a big Creative Memories bin of supplies that I bought, and I bought it the whole bin because I wanted the circle cutter out of it. But there were some nice punches in there too, and like 2 or 3 of the punches alone would have been the cost of me buying the bag, let alone getting the circle system that I wanted. So I added that Happy Moments, and now I'm adding some butterflies that I fussy cut. This piece says Time Together, and I add heart there as well. In the sketch, she had 3 pieces of decorative paper in among the photos, but I just felt like I needed that 4th one up there. So I added a 4th small piece. I did my journaling, which if you were looking closely, that's a different piece of paper. It's a little bigger. I messed up the journaling on the other piece, and so I ended up cutting this one just a bit bigger and redoing my journaling. Excuse me. And so now, what am I doing now? Oh, deciding where these are going to go. And then I realized, oh, I did not glue down these pieces of paper. The background paper that I'm working on is pretty textured, and that's why I used both adhesives on everything. I often use a little bit of wet glue along with my dry adhesive, but this time I used it very intentionally because gluing onto something textured doesn't always work real well. So I wanted to make sure everything stays put. Yep, and that one's not glued down either. And I thought that these pieces from 49 and Market had like a protective coating on the back that peeled off, and then they were sticky underneath. Well, I cut it out, but I spent a good 2 minutes trying to peel it off of there, and it doesn't exist. There is not a backing on there. So yeah, that was kind of funny. I laughed at myself. And you can see I've added some fussy cut butterflies from that Simple Stories paper. And I end up in a few minutes using some dimensional adhesive to put them, just to lift up the wings a little bit. I thought that looked nicer. And I am down to the very end of that. And I was going to buy some today because the company I usually buy those from was going to have them on sale. But at 9 o'clock this morning when I went to buy them, they were already sold out. So, plan B. I'll come up with another one that I like. I think it's Rana that really likes the ones, the 1mm and 2mm from scrapbook.com. So maybe I'll look for some of those. Excuse me. Now I'm deciding what should go on that one, and I opt to put this little green piece that says Perfect Day, and then I have a couple flower stickers that I put there as well. This bird sticker goes here among these flowers. And first I just put one flower sticker there and one at the bottom, but then I move that one at the bottom and it goes up with the other one. So I'm gluing these down. My journaling just says we had some extra time on Saturday before leaving for Pennsylvania, so we took the opportunity to go to the National Museum of American History. The spring weather made our walk to the museum extra nice, and I was happy to see the colorful flowers near the fountain. And I just realized I misspelled the word flowers. I forgot the L. I'm going to have to figure out how to fix that. That's kind of funny. Oh, well. So we are coming up to the end. There will be some still shots here. Thanks so much for joining me today. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm glad you're here. For my regular viewers, thanks for stopping in and watching this video. I appreciate you so much. I will have a link in the description box below to the Scrapbooking Coach website so that you can check that out if you are interested. Anna, thanks for sharing your work and allowing me to share this video. For you watching, I hope that you enjoy the video and that you get some time to scrapbook something of your own very soon. I hope you have a great day and take care. Bye-bye.